Whew. Let's get a run fucking actually started. I just need to get past this. It doesn't even have to be that good. My personal best is like a fucking 46 out of here. I just want out.
And you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend, and I am called Elohim.
All right. We
This land is but a
partly
dream.
made it.
You will stay here only for a little while.
Good. All right, that's
You will awaken
good.
in the world.
Good shit. Finally, finally, finally did it.
You're awake. Welcome to the world of the living. All right. Oh.
What's broken now?
You can sort of like clip out of this elevator, but like I think only visually. Someone mentioned the Unreal camera just being this way, quote unquote, so oh, I did not fucking mean that. Fucking no! No! Please leave me alone. I just said I want to be hungry 3 times.
Do please join us.
Ugh. Fucking whatever. We could lose time here. I don't care. Just let me out.
So,
The part that matters is fucking like doing E2 right. Okay.
Here we go. Hold on to your hats.
we really need to update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores, dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little. All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Nighty-night.
You have chosen a dangerous path. A path that will demand sacrifice. But that, my child, is how the future is built.
Say goodbye to Elohim and say hello to the mysterious.
Yep, we lost all our time because I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
We had some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the center of the island now. This should be the location of the largest of the artificial structures we detected.
Get this man some food.
Precise measurements?
Should be coming into view.
It's
just
fine.
about. Whoa. It's
Like spark routes, doing things effectively. I didn't practice S1. I hope it doesn't adversely affect my ability to do the run.
knew this would be exciting. Yeah, good. Find us a place to set down.
I would like a first try S1 for once.
It really is incredible. streaming, everyone?
Have I ever mentioned that I hate flying?
Morning, Large
Just
Aid.
to fly, they'd have given us jetpacks.
And touchdown.
All right, everybody. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well,
I'm
everything.
doing decent. I'm doing decent.
Tell me what the giant pyramid
A little
does.
tired because I think I
The rest
didn't
of us
have
will start exploring.
coffee exactly at 8 a.m. and it messed with my my
No power though.
my schedule, I guess, my system.
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Looks like there were
But for the
some
most
sort
part,
of
I am
experiment here.
doing pretty good.
Thanks, Wonky. Let's see what we've got here. The file format is the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. There we go. Okay. You know what? I'll have to
But yeah,
get
this
solution
is a run that I'd like to get a little bit more
Am I in sleep mode, or did that
complete,
thing just materialize out of thin air?
and then maybe
I want an analysis
I'll
of
attempt
that
to beat
puzzle.
Waffle at NBS and
on it.
have the triple crown of categories we
I'll
invented a
connect the
month in.
transport system to our interface. Hold on.
I do have to beat you in NBS first. Well, not first. I'll do that third. Yeah. I get record here, which we're getting closer to, I think. And before I get the triple crown, I do have to beat you, which is apparently difficult, except for the fact you forgot there was a lab somewhere.
This place is magnificent.
I don't know how difficult it
Look
is
at that
actually.
tower. I wonder what it's for.
Perfect. Alright. I know you plan on doing another run in a week,
Whoa. I'm reading an
which,
enormous
you know,
energy
that
spike.
does increase the challenge.
Another particle cloud.
But I want to be the best for, you know, a month and then I'll never come back. Oh, fuck. Like another run in a day or two? Oh,
It's headed
okay.
for the lake.
Then I have a day or two after that and then practice and do another run in a week. Well, I guess we'll just have to see. I don't know. It honestly depends on whether or not I can get NPNL record, which, like, I'm bad, so... You know, the triple crown is not going to mean a whole lot.
A puzzle?
Why would there be?
Why would there...
I think the cloud's been
What?
absorbed by some sort of...
What the fuck just happened?
Fascinating. Melvin?
Why did the voice lines get all kludgy there?
Into the pile of weird stuff.
Oops, a little bit too far to the right there, but that's fine.
Keep solving
I'm gonna
these,
stick with
okay?
what I always stuck to, which is walking off this ledge. And then what I can do... Maybe the game is protesting what I'm doing to it. It's
I've been
not
playing around with this
impossible.
machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Excuse me?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this? A theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze. It seems like an echo of a simulation. Not a deliberate creation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this place was meant to be explored.
So hopefully we should be shaving a little bit of time off, because now we're using our sparks. Wait, why the fuck is it still running? Nice.
What
Fuck. Damn it, all to hell. Come on. This is that difficult that I'm gonna lose this run on this? Okay. Well, I hope that doesn't cost me too dearly. That really is the issue with NPNL, is fucking having to retry shit on the regular.
And God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
Is that some kind of anti-gravity?
I'm not sure. Could be, I guess.
See the run through, that's just an intentional time save. I mean, I'm going for a particular time. I don't know if intentional time saves are exactly going to be the most profitable thing to do.
Guys, look at my stream.
Mistakes are just time to save later. I'm aware. I'm aware.
That looks like a massive amount of power.
Beep, 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 beep. You don't think so? It's some kind of security system. Come on, I'll live a little. Different places is just bad. I expect... Well, I don't know. This distance is a little long. A lot of long. I wish you could, like, decently get a warp out, but again, NPNL, so, like... No. I guess if you had a photo mode light sort of category, you could get a warp out of this, but for now, nah. What is NPNL exactly? It's like any percent, but we ban photo mode, which is the thing that lets me do all those jumps in the air, and we ban launches, which are FPS related fucking bullfuckeries that are just the sort of thing that nobody's really interested in pulling off. No cheating? Yeah, your classic interpretation of this is no cheating, yeah. Use this spark for 8, and then we're going to pick up a spark just outside of E23. NBS is the same thing as NPNL, except you have to do 8 puzzles in every area so that you don't skip any of the bridges. So it's another hour that you add onto the run, basically. So NBS is no bridge skip, that's correct. Yes. I have done a run that was a 255 RTA. And Waffle has a time that's a 248 IGT, I think. So it's, you know, an hour longer from this run, we'll say. Oh, fucking, you need to do it this way. Thank you. Good. Needs to be canonically written as no BS. It's an interesting idea. I won't be doing it, but you can. That was a version of Apple's category or rule set that he wanted to do that never really came to fruition because he's the only person who thinks that photo mode should be conditionally allowed. He has like a pretty strong view on that, and like I'm not gonna say he's wrong and stupid. I will say he's wrong. Was a part way through W2 and the back end of the S2 puzzle one totally looks like an infamous internet image. I didn't know we were hunting out. I'm assuming it's not Lemon Party. It's got to be Goatsy. That might be on you, man. I don't know. 30. S21. I'm not gonna remember this puzzle clearly. Okay, walk along the walls. Options, video, high FPS. Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, I will trust your judgment on that. I will not be looking any further into these matters, etc. Oh boy, that's pretty rough. I slipped.
Some processes are still harder than others, but energy output was up 2,000%. It's incredible how each leap forward
In these leaderboards, for what you want to run, just run it for fun at that point now. I mean, yeah, exactly. The thing was, you know, when we were having these heated discussions on what people wanted to do, you did have to keep leaderboard presence in mind, because
Any progress on the particle clouds, Nova? It's pretty clear they're integral to how all of this
boy, it was rough. It was basically like you're given all of the history of Talos 1, which was formed naturally over a set of whatever, and everyone kind of agrees that these things are okay and these things are not as they're introduced, which is something that did not happen with Talos 2, where everything got dropped on us in a month. So, I mean, so far. To be fair, things could smooth out in the future, but as it stands right now, everyone had diametrically opposed viewpoints, because what it really came down to was which of these rule sets are most likely to be agreeable to the most number of people. And basically all forms of like dialogue and arguments fell apart, and I just decided to do runs instead. I've lost time on the execution of this level, but that's fine. And as it turns out, nobody wanted to do the limited version of photo mode because it added, depending on who you ask, like 3 things. And I'm not crying over them. You wanted to make a run, not make rules. I mean, depends who you ask. I kind of wanted to make rules. But I ended up running in any case. Ninja was in a similar boat, which is part of the reason why NPNL made it through. Start plus end plus constraints timing method leads to a standard which someone can optimize and go fast at. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Leaderboards do have their uses. They do. But, you know, you can't just come up with everything. Fuck the Sphinx. God damn it. I just do it for fun at this point, yeah. I mean, the thing that does further speedrunning efficiency tends to be competition. There is quite a few games where that's not the case. I have pushed games to their sort of limit on my own, but realistically, like a good run is going to be crafted by many thousands of hands. Shivers 10 Exupi on a drawing tablet will take off. I mean, like, if you want to see how fast you could pull that off, then hell yeah. That's totally fine. It's just not going to be particularly competitive, and it's unlikely to get sharpened down to a fine point, and that's fine. Talos 2, we at least want to pretend that there will be some universe where there's like a 48-minute run for any percent after a lot of tricks that have been found over many years or whatever. Like, we want there to be some amount of health to where we can set the ship off and someone could come in after we're all dead or whatever. I don't know. Insert get hit. Everyone gets hit by bus,
Made out of the same material?
but it's still playable.
No, that's just ordinary concrete. Although it does have
And I
some
think we've done
electrode
okay
going
so
on,
far.
too.
Could I say? It's. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it's very
I wonder what
much mirrored by how the Talos plot goes. So,
Special. An explanation.
where it's like, you know, you're trying to. Oh, I jumped. Okay, can I get this in one? Here we go. Okay. That's not good. Oh, all right. Not the worst execution. Few people on it means you have adequate competition. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to fucking lie. I don't want to be that guy who's like, it's not me who has made any percent, it's we who made any percent. If it wasn't for the fact that I was competing with X and Y, so far it's just been me who's been running any percent. And that's fine. I would like to be beat. But as it stands right now, I can understand why nobody's interested in doing that. So to me, as it stands right now, the leaderboards are not competitively driven in a way that compels me to get better. Sorry, I don't like the idea of the any percent run. You don't fucking have to. Nobody has to like any percent. In fact, traditionally, historically, any percent is the worst run, and the only reason that it exists on the leaderboards is you know, people like me who just come up with the worst shit possible and execute it once in a run and say, hey, fuck it, now you have to do this stupid shit in order to get an any percent time. Or grind monkeys who spend thousands and thousands of hours. Yeah, many games have cursed any percent runs. Like, the reason that it exists is because it necessarily must exist. Not because it would be a good run, but because it like, it is an emergent property of speedrunning that there must be an any percent run for any given game as long as there's a starting and an ending. I argue that if you have two people doing run at a given point, that gives it enough momentum to keep it active. Yeah, if they're competitive, I'd agree. You definitely have a lot of instances where two people are keeping up amber with each other. There's also quite a few instances where you have, like, there was a while in Talos where the whole idea was you have 4 fucking people coming up with strategies and one person who's implementing them all into one run. We all basically fed into giving Azo the most fuel he could to get all sigils.
Special attention to any clues as to who built this place and why.
But you do have to have, in order to really sharpen things. Like my run right now, the 103.59, the next time I'm going to run that is when proper loadless is implemented. Probably. That's just going to be the inevitability of it. Is smaller time make me happy, and I can put it on thumbnail. Like that's the drive. Because there are tricks to be implemented, but I don't think they're quite like structurally important enough to where they radicalize how the run is played, and so I don't see a point in making a demonstrative run out of them. So like, that's what drives me, is being the first to implement something or to be the first to do something else, not to be the best, because I can't be the best. I'm an adult, I have a job. Shit, I did not mean to click this. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to running a category nobody else runs actively anyways. I mean, that's true too, is like, I don't think I've ever picked up a run after a group of people have abandoned it. I'm trying to think like what the closest could have been. It might have been Witness ALC or Witness All Panels.
Same pattern,
But I think the reason that those were abandoned is because there was a new patch out and like everyone just kind of shrugged their fucking shoulders. That wasn't good of them, but it was fun. I don't think I've ever been in a situation where like people have gutted the strategies out and I went on to be the best. I got okay at Outer Wilds, but then spaceship strategies just I hate this the fucking the racing to the twin planets shit is what ruined Outer Wilds any percent for me. Ugh. You found out how to do that run with a no— wait, what are we talking about? Hold on. Yuppies Psycho Executive Ending.
This is madness.
Yuppie Psycho. Why have I heard of that? I think I've seen gameplay of that game. Why would you speed run it? Isn't it like a pixel RPG affair? Oh, please land me on the thing. Oh. Okay. Sidle. 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 Good.
Well done.
I guess pixel RPGs are the most popular form of run in some ways.
I wonder how far down this
Undertale and Final Fantasy. And it's a soft blocking nightmare. Yup. Oh, Pokemon. Pokemon's pixel RPG, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if there's, strictly speaking, role-playing to be done in that game. Okay, alright, we're good. It's a little bit butt clenchy, but we're popping off. The JRPG? I mean, that's, yeah. That makes sense. My first thought is Undertale, because I used to watch Undertale runs for a long time. Shoutouts to... oh boy, I'm gonna remember none of their names now, because it's been 5 years since I watched any of them. Star Smiley did Undertale for a hot minute. And he's a friend of the channel. Well, she's a friend of the Limbo community, and I haven't talked to her in a while, but she's cool. Oh no, I hung out with her at GDQ for a little bit too. Yeah. Yeah. And then, oh boy. That's it, I guess. Come on. I should be able to do better than that. I know a decent amount of people from there. Talos 2 is the first time I've speedrun a game early on. I've done it a couple times now, and it's not... well, okay. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like... you can definitely make an impact on a game right after it comes out. And I mean, like, the landscape of how speedruns are approached now is completely different to, like, when Talos originally came out. Or insert literally any game, Limbo, etc. But if anything is to be historically said, the folks who do runs at the very beginning are going to be the ones who are remembered at least a little bit. Shay! I hung out with Shay. No, I never hung out with Shay per se. I hung out in Shay's chat a couple of times. I think. Although he was always popular. Who's the world record holder? I hung out with them before they were popular. I was a hipster. No, I don't care. I'm friends with people. That's always how it is with the speedrun community. It's like, I could probably bake a number 3 to any speedrunner with clout, but it nearly got a wee parasocial there. Nah, I
actually any other explanation. But why is it so broken? Or does it just appear?
Most of my inroads nowadays are going to be in the source community for any speedrun who quote unquote
I know
has
one
hella
thing for sure.
viewers.
Everyone in New
Met a
Jerusalem.
lot of people at ASM in 2019, so that covers most of the Australian speedrunners. Who am I going to remember? Old witness runner who does shiny Pokemon grinds. Doctor. He's a registered magician. I'm not gonna remember. Shit. That's the only Australian speedrunner I can think of off the top of my head. Never been to a speedrun. Dr. Magician. That guy was cool. He did shiny hunting, and that was a fascinating process. He ran around on a bull and waited for eggs to crack or some shit.
I want you on puzzles. You seem to have a knack for
I don't think I met them.
He,
I think, ran witness once, and he was so cool. We just kind of hung around with him ever since. We've never been to a speedrun event, probably never will. I don't know if I can recommend speedrun events, to be perfectly honest. On the one hand, it's incredibly cool to go to an event and like see people that you recognize, or walk up to somebody, see their name, and I'm like, I fucking know you from X, Y, and Z. Could you tell me about that? And they will. There was this woman who ran, and I'm not going to remember the game, but on ESA they used to do replays of runs, and her run showed up like every week or so, and it was very funny. And I met her at the event, and I'm like, holy shit, you're the person whose run shows up all the fucking time. She's like, yeah. Waffle, all you gotta do to know people in the speedrunning community is run weird fucking indie games, and you're done. That's it. That's literally just how I did it. So like, have a reputation and stick around for 5 years, I guess. Oh shit, that's bad. So you do this, you do this, do this. Do this, and now we're popping off, right? Please tell me I have a third person on my head. This would be unfortunate if I forgot them. Oh, there we go. Cats are liquid. I mean, that is a fucking indie-ass game. That game is so disappointing to me now, because they literally very intentionally patched out anything that was interesting in the speedrun for it. I picked the wrong option, and now I have to talk to him again. Alright, that's fine. The dev nuked everything in everybody's runs. The fucking spike climbs and everything. That was actually a really cool run to pull off and do, and then now I have to fucking moderate a game I do not give a shit about. I just kind of want to drop it off, and I can't because nobody else wants it either. No, it's an actual 2-year-old, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's too much. Running indie games? That's fair. Oh, maybe there's a part where I said stick around for 5 years. Yeah, that is too much. I did work out how to break a duplicate out even though I touched the purple barrier. Yeah, we're aware of it. It's a frame perfect trick. And it's not good. It's oh, is it not an actual 2-year-old? I thought they might have changed their name. Or maybe I'm just dumb. But yeah, I remember them. Wait, really? Yeah, it's actually frame perfect. To get a clone out on the other side. So this is the spark that I'm going to be using for this level. Yeah, I mean, Apple basically did the fucking frame timing on it or whatever, and he determined, yeah, no, to get clones out on the other side, you have to swap to them the frame that you move out of the boundary of it or something. They changed their name? Okay, alright. I feel less bad. This is not that hard of a jump, I swear. Okay. Oh, I don't think I did something that silly. What the fuck did you do? Wait, hold on, what did you do? I did work out how to break a duplicate out even though I touched the purple barrier. I jumped over it and then I may have swapped through it or something. I'd have to try it again sometime. You can swap through a purple barrier. The thing that dictates whether or not you can or cannot do the thing is the checkpoint that you have for clones. There's a literal bounding box that is for teleporters, but for clones it's whether or not you have the correct checkpoint for that clone. Patent pending. There's technically like a twist on it that is that, but I'm also aware of a parkour break-in that I may have used. That's an interesting idea. You like did a break-in without hitting. No. There's no way to get into any of the levels in N1 and not hit a fucking checkpoint. The levels are very intentionally structured to not work that way. So you must be hitting checkpoints somewhere. Is the parkour break-in for 5? I think that's like the best one. The break-in activates the checkpoint? Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. But you managed to like break out a clone by jumping over the purple? That makes sense. If you can jump over the purple and then you swap back to a clone and the clone jumps over the purple, then you'll have a clone on the other side of the purple. Like that just 1 + 1 is 2, you know? But yeah, it's turned out to not be terribly useful to have a clone that you could warp to at any point because the setup time is either too laborious or like the positioning of the clone never works out or whatever. At least as far as I can tell. I think with a little bit of work a strategy could be developed, but like for now I don't got anything. It's weird because then when I cross in the puzzle at least one clone of— what the fuck are you talking about? Hold on. Wait. What the fuck does that mean? What? What are you doing? Appears outside of the— what are you doing? I cross into the puzzle, at least one clone appears outside the— what have you done? You've made like a Ben drowned copy pasta. Melville will do that on her own. I don't know of an instance where a clone will follow you around. What I'm trying to do is recall what the hell I did and explaining it poorly. Okay, that's totally fair. Long piece. Here we go. Drowned %. Yep. Okay, and then I think it's this one. Yes. Okay. Got it. Please. Oh. Oh, that was very close to being very bad. Okay, we got there. I almost actually drowned %. What is the fastest that you can drown in the original Talos game? Answer, you can't drown in the original Talos game. What's the fastest that you can drown in Talos 2? I don't know. We've made mistakes. Okay, good. Great. Oh, I need to wait until a checkpoint fires? Got it? Because I'm having a good time. How fast can you drown in Talos 2? You can die from going too far out of bounds pretty quickly. That might be a real fucking category. No, wait, hold on, don't. Is this good enough? It is good enough. Alright, we did it. We did it, right? Alright, line piece. Line piece. Alright. I'm good to go. Hey. It's a line. An angry god. Line piece. That was a really old college humor bit. The god of Tetris.
Our ancestors melted a whole lot of ice. After they died, most coastal settlements were claimed by the sea.
I'm still at 30 FPS. We need to not fucking do that, please.
There's a whole city under the water. We went there once with Garrus when I was an apprentice. It was
Wiggly.
That's exactly
Reverse
why
L
the founder
block.
created the goal. When you go past the
Test.
limits,
Oh, fig.
this is what happens. Mother Nature always gets her revenge in the end.
This isn't revenge, Al. It's just failure. People, cities, mountains. As far as the sea is concerned, it's all the same. Their mistake was forgetting that, telling themselves nothing would change. It always does.
So there's a spark over here that takes 22 seconds to get, which is actually pretty decent. It's just that we solve literally every other puzzle in the game faster than that. At least for ones that we are not replacing with sparks at the moment. So it's like this. Like this. Alright, good.
There's another one of those monuments.
Spark or flame? I mean flame. Yeah, you're gonna hate it, but we're naming everything that is a flame a spark. Even though a spark is a very particular thing, we have decided, actually, we're calling them sparks. I believe, I don't know if they ever, I think they're tokens. I think the correct name is tokens. But nobody wants to call them tokens because we're not at fucking Chuck E. Cheese. That's good enough. Good, first try. I keep fucking this up in practice, but goddamn if I don't actually nail this in runs every time. It should be called IOUs. Yeah, but I never fucking fulfill the IOU. So, they're more like fucking promissory notes. Or, I mean, a promissory note is an IOU, isn't it? Whatever. You can call them DUIs. That would be the sort of thing that would get past the very, very difficult filter of what makes a good Talos name.
It's time to find Athena.
Good. First try. Oh boy. Should be good. And the dialogue skipped. I'm still calling the Lost Puzzle Dinker Dinkers. Why Dinker Dinkers? Because it's the sound that a vehicle makes when it goes in reverse or something?
All right, here we go again.
I think you need to get your vehicle to mechanic if it sounds like that. I'm talking about, so at least in America, on the back of extremely large vehicles, they have a triangle on it. And those are the same vehicles that make a beep, beep, beep sound when they're backing up to indicate that they've got a big load of cargo once they back that ass up. So like the triangle's like the same thing in my head to that sound. It's the, oh, the symbol looks like hazard lights. Oh, I guess so. Okay. The Dinker Dinkers. Yeah, they're probably closer to hazard lights in that case then, aren't they?
Can you stay a moment?
I don't drive. Did you know that?
I know.
Sure. Yes. Someone needs to make a really bad YTP of all these voice lines. How do you go places? I usually walk. In the worst case scenario, I'll call a discount taxi, which is an Uber. In middle case scenarios, I will rent a scooter because I'm one of those fucking people. Which, like, you may think scooters are for scrubs, but I'm the one that's saving a shitload of money not having to pay for insurance, so who's laughing now, idiot? Although I'm pretty sure it's also the sort of thing that's going to knock me down a couple pegs whenever I get around to the dating scene, but like we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The wrong way. Just find someone else who rides scooters. It's just douchebags. That's the thing. In this city, it's just fucking college douchebags. That's it. And, oh no. What does that say about me? I don't go to college.
You do the other two, okay? Fun. Maybe Alexandra Drennan was right. Play games as human. Got it.
Damn, this jump is bad. No, damn, I'm bad. Oh my gosh! Okay, that's really horrendous. The non-college douchebag? Great. My dating pool future looks promising. Maybe I am just a regular old douchebag. It's entirely viable. I jumped too early. Oh, okay, we're good. Do you chabag? Curious question. Do you chabag? It's a pretty good one. Oh nice, I got to see my leg.
We can't just leave Byron behind.
Yes we can, get the fucking move on.
Completely bananas. Energy's...
What have you done, you fools? Mortals are not meant to tread these halls. Why will you not heed my warnings? I'm not trying to harm you, creatures of clay. All I wish is to protect you and the rest of your kind. What more must I do to make you understand? If you cannot be reasoned with, I must bar your path.
Okay.
These energy emissions are messing with the VTOL systems. Okay, I think I've got it working. Get there quickly, 1K.
Get us out of here, you.
All right.
Okay, we're out. Now what?
Looks like the southern sides are active. The readings are strangely jumbled, though.
Should I set us down?
Yes, but just to drop off Melville.
What?
Get in quickly. Says-
The situation has gotten out of control.
I wish there was a fucking scene where like the helicopter is hovering above the ground and there's like a rope and like you're doing an action sequence to try to climb up the fucking rope.
Can make any sense of these systems while you're gone.
Just keep a safe distance, okay?
I wish there was stakes in this game.
Well, okay.
Can you imagine if there were stakes in this game? I criticize this game because I play so much of it. Why am I losing so much time in Mega 2?
Do not
What did I do?
my child. In these
I lost that much time. Oh yeah, no, I fumbled being able to do parkour for like 20 seconds, didn't I? Stakes? No, S-T-A-K-E-S. As in like high stakes, low stakes.
Here we are.
I don't know.
Got an update from Melville. The power
You know,
spikes are continuing,
I don't know.
but no news
I'll
from
take that one better. You're trying to climb a rope and you have to solve puzzles to remove obstacles preventing you from climbing up. That'd be a copy of the tower.
Talk to the mayor. 1K, please head over to the Museum of the
Actually,
Simulation
I wish they had
of
that.
Alias.
I wish they had something that was like the tower again. Utopia Dystopia was too fucking slow.
Full of suffering.
Can you imagine if like Utopia Dystopia started flooding or whatever?
Kill other animals to
That'd be fucking awesome.
always ends with death, torn apart, or wasting away.
I hate how for some reason when you're in the VTOL leaving Mega 2, everyone talks in VC instead of just speaking normally. The helicopter, or sorry, the VTOL is extraordinarily loud, so I kind of get it. Okay, so in case anybody spends a lot of time in New Jerusalem, I am going to walk down the center of this line, and you tell me when things get really fucking awful. Trust me, it'll happen quickly. Still walking down the middle, still walking down the middle, still walking down the middle. They talk normally every other... Is it just leaving Mega 2? That's incredible. I guess I would have never noticed. Anyways, yeah, these trees are off center. But the building's on center, so that's nice. It was designed for speed. I mean, I guess so. Saves a little bit of line time. Oh. It's because it was something that took me like 300 hours to notice. Let me do the fucking... what's his face? The Australian runner that everyone knows. Dark AU? The guy who got really pissed off at stupid thing? I don't remember. There was some drama about him. What's the line that he always says? Here's some things that you might not know coming from somebody who's played over 6,000 hours of this game. Dark Viper, that's his name. Yo, yo, yo. Except for Mel because she's not there. Yeah, Mel, it makes sense for her. They leave her down there. The megastructure must be rejected. Aroo! I am not a crook. Is that a guy you ever met, Reeser? At ASM? I think it'd be really funny. So there were like some American runners at ESA. It would be very funny if I went to like ASM and I was the only fucking American runner there. That would be funny. Although I'm not, the joke is not funny enough to spend 14 hours on a flight. Not familiar with Dark Viper. He picked up GTA 5 and, well, forever, I guess. By the way, you were talking earlier about devs patching things and killing speedruns. Black Mesa devs have been doing this for like tenfold. Black Mesa? I'm trying to remember Black Mesa. It's like an update of a mod. Shit. They patch everything? That sucks. You probably would be if you did that. Yeah, but like, should I, is the question. Would it be like this stupid American came to ASM? I thought it was American Speedrunner Marathon. Oh. Just in like this. Oh yeah, no, they are talking in normal voice. That is odd. Acme says a Valve supported remake of Half-Life 1. Oh, and they keep patching stuff out? That sucks. That's the sort of thing speedrunners would love to play. Oh. Actively hostile? If there's anything that I know about... Well... Yeah, no, so like people who come from a modding background like to do that shit. At least to my knowledge. The one example that I'm thinking of is there was a... so Serious Sam 4 came out, and then they made like this... I don't know if it was a DLC, I don't know what it is. Siberian Mayhem is like an add-on pack, and it was like made by modders. And Serious Sam 4 is mostly unpatched, but Serious Sam 4 Siberian Mayhem, they kept trying to patch shit out like gutless bastards. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm doing horrendously at this. I have achieved 1 skip and 3 RCs. It's very bad right now. To reduce the amount of expletives they have a swear jar. That's incredible. I would bring American dollars for that purpose. To be like, yeah, sure. Have Andrew Jackson. Okay, that's 3. What am I trying to do? I have to skip 3 dialogue lines coming into South 1. So what I'm doing is skipping all 3 of them in a row, and that's why it looks like that, although I missed some. They don't just patch bugs, they patch strats, yeah. No, the Siberian Mayhem did the same thing, where they put a bunch of landmines in a corridor that no one else would use. Well, actually, it might have been to prevent casuals, but they did a couple of things that were just like, I mean, come on, you know. If you're trying to prevent people from doing dumb shit in Serious Sam of all fucking things, you have lost your way.
That means you can solve the puzzles, but you can't
If I get to do this first try, we're saving a decent amount of time.
connect to the data stream.
I already found it. I'll send you the coordinates.
We have to get this spark now, because I've routed it in. It's a requirement, and not me fumbling like an idiot. See, that's why I'm so good at it now, is because I put in the practice to do it. In the first game, they clearly visible pads which boost you back into the level. Yeah, because, like, of course, that's fun. They keep secrets out there, right? It keeps the mind moving. In Serious Sam 4, you can't walk out of bounds without having to fucking, like, bully your way out. There it is. There it is. Okay, good. Got there. Like in Serious Sam 4, instead of forcing you back in bounds, they patched the game to give infinite enemies and supply drop. Yeah, so they intentionally, like, made it so that you could go pretty much anywhere that you really wanted to with no effort in some levels. Which was great. We like that, because then they, you know, let us basically, as long as you can go from point A to point B approximately, whatever, man. And that's awesome. We ruined it because now it's an FPS-based strategy where you crouch underneath a well at 1000 FPS, but it used to be cool. I never ended up playing SS4. The humor is the worst part of that game. It is not funny, and it's attempting to be funny in the same sort of way that fucking Borderlands 3 tries to be funny, if that makes any sense. It's the Marvel humor but worse syndrome. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just bad. I hate it. Because, like, Serious Sam, you know, used to be at least subtly funny. No shots! That's literally the fucking easiest part, is walking back. He's right behind me, isn't he? No, I'm trying to remember what the exact line was that was, like, cringe. It was the sort of thing that, like, was just, it was like the 3rd or 4th level that you did in the game, and it was just not funny. The statue landed on my dick, but he doesn't say dick, he says D, and then Serious Sam is like, okay, you don't have to tell me more, and it's like, haha, very funny. I've missed the jump. This runs over. This runs dead. I hate this trick so much. I want to improve it, but I'm sure there's no improvement to be made here. Okay. Sidle. Dump. Okay, ugh, god damn it. How did I know you were gonna say Borderlands? Because you can smell it. It has that Borderlands quality to it, where it's just bad. Borderlands has that, I mean, like, so here's the thing, right? The original Borderlands had character, right? Like, it was definitely not perfect, but it did a lot with very little. And then they had a shitload of money and they fucking ruined it. Like, if that makes any sense. As an original OG Borderlands stan who does not like the sequel, and I've never finished Borderlands 2, for the record. I think it just got too mired in bullshit, is what I feel like, but... Also had the boss fight with the mech and the line from that. I don't remember what that line was. I almost don't care. I think it must have been something... I mean, clearly it was something stupid, because it was like... it was that. I don't know what that is in this context, though. Yeah, so I could be saving like 2 minutes off of that split. It just sucks. I'm bad.
In this area, we have an
Oh my god, it was!
something
It was that, wasn't it?
bananas, and I can't shut it down.
It was something like, I've seen enough Japanese hentai to know where this is going. And it's like, this is a game from 20, you know, whatever. I don't remember what year it's from, but it was way too far gone for that to be funny. That stopped being funny in like the haha bacon Reddit days of like 2008. So like 2020? Yeah, no, it's just horrendous. The line was worse than that? Was it tentacle porn? I'm gonna have to fucking look it up. I am not a prude, so if you know the line, you fucking rip it. Go for it. They can't demonetize me, I don't make money. Oh, you're right! He does say something about a schoolgirl.
Surprisingly calm.
It's like, I'm so glad I'm not a Japanese schoolgirl. Oh my god. I don't know if I want to look this up. But at the same time, I have to figure out whether or not this is as bad as I remember it being. No, wait, that was Serious Sam 3, wasn't it? Was it? Serious Sam, Japanese schoolgirl. What am I, a Japanese schoolgirl? That's it. There it is.
So, here
It was 4, thank God. I don't know if Serious Sam 3 was that bad,
the data stream again.
but
Sorry, 1K. I know it's a risk, but I think
for a second there I was like, that's the part where you shoot the cannonballs and the javelins, and I must have been thinking of something else. No, wait, isn't that 3? Just a bit tedious to play through. I mean, it was the one that was the most like Talos for speedrunning, which is why I liked it. Not for any good reason. You're at the vet. Oh my god. Yeah, it's not even at the end of the game. Yeah, that's where you're in the mech in SS4 and you're walking through the Vatican City and you're like, what am I, a Japanese schoolgirl? Oh my god. Apple and I probably have like a collective PTSD over all the lines that existed in that game. For the record, we did Siberian Mayhem in some marathon. I don't remember what it was, but it was like right after Russia invaded Ukraine. And there's a line in that game that's like, man, I love Russia. And it's like, this is not the time. Yeah, okay, the dynamite is excellent. That is genuinely one of the most memorable, which is why they put it in the Talos Easter egg. Like, I get it. Makes sense. I'm gonna call on a dead guy's phone. That part I don't remember. Probably because I kept skipping it. Hello? Oh! Kind of? I kind of remember this? Oh god. This is like attempting to remember things, which I'm not very good at. Like, people will say, I remember from fucking 15 years ago when this happened, and it's like, I can't remember things from 5 years ago. This is not going well, by the way, in case you weren't able to notice. Okay, that works fine now. Oh, right. He dies like on the way. Yeah, it was in the second level. Yeah. Okay. I barely remember the SS3 plot because we just ended up using rockets to get past everything Apple and I did. Oh, come on. Why are you being this way? Okay, so the stickiness of the cube is dependent on the side that you pick, but only sometimes. Alright, here we go. So, I'm gonna sneak around over to here. This is new routing for the record, in case anyone was curious about that. Although, watch me fuck this up. I think this side works. I've done this before. Yes, okay, great. Good, we did it. Okay, good. Good. Great. Excellent. No Pravalo. We did it. Please?
Scavenging expedition to an ancient industrial complex south of New Jerusalem. It was enormous.
South of New Jerusalem, just in case anybody wasn't paying attention, it's south of New Jerusalem. I don't remember what this is in reference to. I don't know if like we ever figured out what south ended up being in reference to, like if New Jerusalem was built on something or something else. So this trick is a lot more lenient when you go further to the side like this. And then you can sneak back out. So that's cool. Did I get the checkpoint? I'm gonna run around here just in case. Okay, you just do default get the checkpoint for that. That's good to know. That'll save some time for later. That one doesn't put up barriers as it turns. Well, yeah. You can run back out while it's still powered. But you have to like aim it to the right, otherwise it closes off too early, which is something that cost me a stupid amount of time the last time I was doing this. So hopefully we're saving time here. I don't know how this fucking trick works. There we go. That looks like it's not complicated, but it genuinely is. You have to hit the right part of the fucking metal to get it to work. Line piece. This piece is this piece, this piece. Let's rotate, click, switch. Yeah, this is bad. That's fine. Anyways, I will say that the writing in this game is better than Serious Sam 4, which is a low, maybe a low barrier to cross, but like, it was one of the things that I was genuinely worried about, is that the characters would be completely unrelatable. That they would do the Marvel humor thing. Where Byron would be like, "Whoa, guys," and I'd be like, "Oh, no, please."
Keep an eye on the energy readings, please.
Oh, for... Ah! I hit enter before I hit escape. You know. Frames earlier. It's so hard to time that across hands. which is maybe why I should macro it, but as in remap escape to J. Well, wait, I can actually just do that. Instead of F10, I could be using this. Oh no, stupid. At least I think I'm stupid. I may have to put some testing in. I replace F10 with like my semicolon key or some shit. Yeah, we should be saving more time than that. That sucks. This is how this entire run has been. We should be saving more time.
Alright, I'm taking us in. Let's hope we can find the big guy.
Yakut is the closest to having that fucking personality to him where it's like unbearable to interact with him. But he's not unbearable to interact with. So like, props to this game for not fucking doing that, I guess. Yeah, I know people like Yakut. I also know people like Yakut. So... Fuck. Yakut kinda cute. We're like, you're cute. Yakut, you're cute. What am I eating? Rubik's Cube. And cutting corners. Imagine having to bring Thekla around. Well, that's okay. But you do get to tell Thekla to almost literally fuck off. So, like, that's fine. You can have characters as long as you can award them a comeuppance, okay? When all of your main characters are just terribly unfunny, then there's no comeuppance. The unfunny people win. Yeah, Thekla is the one where you can like... I don't remember what the exact line is, but it's pretty good. And she's like, "Oh my god, how dare you! In the name of the founder and all he works for." Fuck, I got the wrong algorithm. It's fine. Oh! Do Rubik's Cube on the keyboard camera riot. Okay, sorry. Okay. M2U, M2U, MU2, M2U, U2, MU2. Okay, we did it. Yo!
Be careful, 1K. We don't know what's down there.
It's me. You know what's a whole lot scarier than ghosts? Free. I can't do a damn thing. So there's a better jump that I should be doing here that I'm not going to do. But instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to curve around like this. There we go. I mean, he's visible from a lot earlier, but yeah, the trigger for it is, I don't know where exactly it is, and I don't risk it, so.
But if this has to connect over here, then wait. If I do this and then that, what?
Almost. Missed the jump. Alright, no, hold on. It is. Shit.
I feel really smart. Also, never doing that again.
Like, that line right there is. It's kind of got that element to it. Where it's like. Okay. Very funny, you could. Were you actually written by Joss Whedon? But. Like, he doesn't do that all the time, you know? Oh wait, is it this? Okay. Does Yakut's puzzle actually... No. There's no puzzle to any of this, for the record. Like, there's no puzzles that I'm solving. Are there? I guess the bridges technically count. There is no bridge over there. Same thing with Byron's puzzle in Mega 2. His puzzle is embarrassingly stupid looking. I wish they had like a throwaway puzzle in there just so that it wouldn't look so dumb, but they clearly did not do it. Melville's my spirit animal. Oh, I went the wrong way again. That's fine. I'm supposed to go the other way first, because now I have to climb a bunch of fucking stairs. It's fine, I guess. Whoops, I scrolled. I meant to scroll at the very least. Should I do the cut? Should I do the cut? Should I do the cut? I'm not doing the cut. If I was to think of all my characters who are like... Like, in real for life, I'm probably closest to an Alcatraz, but I agreed with Byron on my initial playthrough, because it's like, well, yeah, of course. Of course you do progress. Why wouldn't you? So, Byron is the cool kid that I never get to be. Whereas, Alcatraz is me. And then Yakut is the kid at the lunch table in high school who I don't know how to tell the fuck off, so I inevitably have to like make conversation with him. And he considers me his best friend for the next 4 years. This is not a real anecdote for the record. Okay. Maybe I'm at an optimum. My view is that if you don't maintain stuff, you're not going to have it for much longer. I mean, yeah. I think that's something that everybody sort of agreed on. And the reason that, you know, infrastructure was failing was because, not because of progress, but because of incompetence. Like, Hermanubis was more interested in presenting an image to be maintained rather than actually doing anything. Like, his general viewpoint of, well, we should just have 1,000 people, is like fine. Like, I get it. I see it.
If the goal is a myth, and Athena never intended for us to stop growing, but everything here went wrong and Miranda died, then what's the point of all of this?
Really the reason that... Oh yeah, this is off-center too, by the way. This bar is not over the center of everything over here, so they like off-centered everything on this one too. But back to what I was saying, like, I get what they're going for with the whole story and everything, and like, it literally is a story about climate change.
Teleportation. It's not just one new technology. It's control over physics.
I don't know if it's a particularly compelling narrative.
Of reality itself.
Woke video game, yeah. The original Talos is also technically about climate change, but in a very, very roundabout sort of way.
I'm not even talking about our energy problem. We can build anything
I don't know. I think this game kind of suffers from the fact that, like,
Unless we make a mistake, like Miranda.
because of how badly the decisions are implemented in the game, it doesn't get to the heart of the fact that all of the issues that are presented are not on an individual, but they're structural, because that's how it works in real life. Like in this game, you can just blame Hermanubis for being an idiot as to why there's energy problems. But in real life, it's because there are structural issues that never seem to get addressed because it's not in people's interests to do so. So that's at least how the game sort of kneecaps itself, is that its implementation is not excellent, I'll say.
That's why I had to see it for myself. It is dreadfully imposing, though, isn't it?
It's a pretty easy answer to say, let's do the thing that fixes everything, when there is something that exists that fixes everything.
This should be interesting.
Society of Hermanubis didn't exist. You kind of empathize with Hermanubis, though. At least there's a line that you can use on Yakut, where you straight up say that failing infrastructure is the problem. That's right, I think that's in like Mega 1, where you can be like, the issue is not to do with the fact that, you know, the goal is finished or whatever. Like, now that the goal is finished, everything will get fixed, because that's not the case. It's the failure to maintain things after the goal is completed. Yeah, the lack of maintenance, something along those lines. So like, okay, they got one. They got one that sort of talks about the issue, but like, the failure of infrastructure is also a symptom and not the problem. There are far more problems in New Jerusalem than that. It's just the energy infrastructure is the most pressing one. Good, got it. There we go. Okay, so here's my setup. I have a setup for this. I remember it now. We won't fuck this up, I'm pretty sure. Oh, please don't fuck this up. Red flowers. Look over there-ish. Jump on the thing. Got it? Did I actually say blue flower, red thorns? Because that is the thing that came up in my head. Watch me have actually fucking said it and I just wasn't paying attention. I didn't. Oh my god, it's literally the thing that came to mind. I must have said something or something else. Excellent, great. I was being reminded of it. Blue flower with thorns, blue flower with thorns. Oh, Oop. Yikes, 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 yikes. Okay, there we go. Got it. We're fucking popping off. I think there's like a line like that in Shrek the Third, which I'm sure got drilled into my head playing that game so many fucking times. I should try to play that again just to know what it's like. I know that line in particular was in the original movie, but they called back to it in the Shrek the Third game. Which is probably part of the reason why it is so integral to my understanding of Shrek. I have no sparks coming into W2. As the good Lord intended. And by the good Lord I mean me. I intended this. It's all coming together because we're going to use 2 sparks to skip 2 levels and then that's it. I'm kind of split a little bit on whether I should use this spark on 3 or 5. Because 5 is the going for the most time save play. But am I going for the most time save possible? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe I dump it in 3 to increase consistency.
I know you're all thinking about the goal and the theory of everything. Is the past what we thought it was? Is the future what we want it to be? But the only thing that's real at the end of the day is the present. And right now, what matters is that our friend is lost and needs our help.
I missed the spark. Oh boy. Oh, I guess we're committing to the bit. I guess I don't get to choose either of those and we only get to skip 6. Fuck, that's so stupid. If you hold up and left after getting the spark, you could save no time at all. You can go to the left side instead of the right side. I feel really stupid right now. Okay.
Another set of golden gates. These must be connected to the ones near the megastructure.
Okay, we did it. We will save time on this run though. That's what matters.
I know one case probably like, yay, harder puzzles.
Shut up, Yakut.
That sounds like error code 704. No thanks.
Ooh, I got like a little bit of a reduction in my voidical speed. So I did not get a hard fall there. So now I have to do 5 and 3. Do I sneak a cube out of 5 to make 3 easier? No. No, I don't.
I must admit, these truly are astonishing sights. But what on earth is any of them good for? Why not just let mountains...
I wish I was sparking this. What? Oh, come on.
Tell me, Yakut, what impact do you think the megastructure will have on the future of this island?
If it stays out of control like it is now, then what happened to Miranda could happen again, but on a much bigger scale. I'm not sure the ecosystem can recover from that. At least, not for a very long time, even by our standards.
Yeah, but
Not bad.
never mind. I am not going to fucking... I'm not going to engage with this game in the way that it meant to. Just watch the casual player do that exact strat for 5. What? Wait, really? What? Like, how long did it take them to figure that out? What the fuck? I mean, I'm not saying it was an easy thing to find, but... Also, this sucks. You're a big fan of skipping puzzles. Ah. Is this one of those really funny casual players? So like, there's this history, and I don't... I've never personally seen it, but I've heard about it a couple times. In The Witness, there are people who will look up guides to the witness.
Is that your foot, Melville?
And so they'll do all of the puzzles as the puzzles, and they'll be like, wow, look at how smart I am, right? And there's one last part where there are randomly generated puzzles that you have to do on your own. And if you've played enough of the game, you can usually get one or both of them. But they spend hours trying to do them because they don't actually understand any of the mechanics that are happening. I'm trying to remember... There's apparently a really funny thing that, like, witness runners would, like, very regularly pop in on casual runs that did that. You can use guides on EPs, that's fine. I'm talking about people who, like, cheated their way through every single puzzle and like, oh yeah, no, this puzzle does this, and then they just brrr through it, right? Instead of understanding or testing it or whatever. Which is convincing to exactly nobody. But they don't even get the opportunity to like be embarrassing to everyone else but themselves. They have to confront the reality that they did not play the game. If you like take 20 to 30 seconds off of this gold, assuming this gold, I don't think he's that type of player now, he just likes skipping things. So like he figured that out all on his own. I guess it's not that difficult. It's so weird watching bridges get built. I'd like to see whether or not they've skipped anything else in an interesting way, because like the more weird casual solutions that we get to these things, the better. Because like there's some puzzles that you could just it could be done better. NPNL. NPNL is no photo mode, which lets you skip like 95% of the game, and no launches, which is FPS-based stuff where it's like if you do a guided jump onto a cube and you put a cube down on it, based on your FPS, you can get launched in a certain direction. I've seen a few skips that you and him both do independently of each other. Should I link him? I'm kind of curious, yeah. I'd like to see whether or not we have, because I haven't come up with all of these strats, obviously. We have like a big Google Doc that we refer to all these strats for. And so there may be new strategies that are worth taking a look at. So I'd like to see that, yeah. The really nice thing about NPNL is that this is going to be probably the only category where you do stupid bridge skips like what I'm about to show. So that's why I think it's a neat category. I would rather have stupid bridge skips for as much as possible, but watch it be like Aliens Rock or something. Somebody who I actually fucking recognize. Okay, hold on. Yeah.
Another remarkable structure.
I might have to skip through that. We've definitely taken strategies from other people. There's this individual on YouTube Shorts called HS Top who posted a bunch of like TikTok form like skips and stuff, and it was all mostly new stuff. Like we didn't see any of this stuff, but A, it was in YouTube Shorts, so you couldn't like make time codes or whatever, and B, it was just edited in such a way that was really hard for my not zoomer brain to comprehend, because like I've talked about this before. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna whine about this like an old man again, but it was literally like, if you've ever seen those compilations of like Gen Z humor noises or whatever, it literally had like every single one of those. You know, your classic oh my god and all that shit. I see. Yeah, no, it was interesting. I think Dark Kid ended up re-recording all of those, but crediting them all to HS Top, which I think is the best solution. They came up with a really interesting solution that I'm trying to implement in runs, where in the previous level, W2, you can jump from 6 to the lost level, which would be really nice if it weren't for the fact that, like, that parkour takes so long. What the fuck have I just done here? Does this work? Okay, sure, I'll take it. It works for me. This is the longest elevator in the entire game. Like, this elevator's length justifies doing weird convict ass skips in any percent. Just to skip having to go down it, like, so long.
All right, it's time to do this. Let's go get Byron.
So now it's just Mega 4, hope we pissed off enough people, Mega 5, and go. So I think I'm supposed to pick Alcatraz here? Oh yeah, we gotta talk to Hermanubis. Unfortunately, agreeing with Hermanubis is the fastest way out of there, so.
Let's go.
You're coming along this time?
Through protocol.
Protocol.
Screw protocol. It's Byron.
Got him. Got him! I half solved it. Let me fucking pop up this playlist. It is Gar. Okay. Thank you. It's been a horrendously long time. I've forgotten all of my OLL algorithms. I used to have like 50 out of the 200 memorized, or however many there were. PB chance 100%. It's so funny. That PB chance plugin, I think, is the reason. It's like one of the reasons I started speedrunning, if that makes any sense. Actually, I don't know. I bet you I'm gonna like look up when this plugin came out, and it was like 2018, and I'm wrong. But it was programmed by Seth Bling, and I used to watch Seth Bling for Minecraft content before I did speedrunning. And then he started doing speedrunning stuff. Seth Bling in so long. I don't know if he still does Super Mario stuff anymore, but yeah, no, he used to be big Minecraft kahuna. Oh fuck. Oh, I can't do the voice. But I can like sort of hear it in my head.
Still stabilizing. Maybe we'd better get out.
I think I watched. No, that would have been an Etho one.
I cannot allow
People used to think I was a redstone genius because I made like a redstone-less etho farm. I forget what it was called. Made 2016. That would have been just about the correct time.
A grievous
Although I think my first speedrun was in December of 2015, so like
not lose faith.
that was all around there. Okay.
Companions have not forgotten you. And
So
it is
like
through the
that does
bond
exist in about the same part of my head.
that you
So, like,
will be saved.
we're good. I really need to rename this split to New Jersey.
What? We see. Just. And what?
We have to destroy it before it destroys us. If I jump at the right sort of times, I get boosts off the ceiling.
I'm glad. You're well. The mayor. Go.
So I don't know if I've pissed off enough people to have no other people on my plane or what. Let's see. I feel like it's kind of easy when you pick Alcatraz to piss everyone off. Because Alcatraz is not exciting. He is not a creative color. You know people fucking had crushes on the clock from one of those?
I'll see you at the VTOL.
So fucked.
Mayor Herman knows what he's doing.
Attention all citizens. The duration of the Gehenna Memorial Interactive Fiction Exhibition has been extended.
But he likes text adventure. I mean, interactive fiction.
And our dedication to the principles of the Go. May the founder be with you.
Who likes text adventures? Oh, Alcatraz? I don't know if that's like been proven. It could be headcanon, I guess. Yes! Success! It's proven? Yeah. He says it in South somewhere. I remember in East 2 he talks about recreations of puzzles. Oh, damn it! Fuck you, Yakut. Fuck! May the founder be with you.
Founder's blessings, 1K.
The music stopped in order to watch my sweet 360. At least in Gar's LP was brought up in S2. Okay. I'll have to take a look at the puzzles that Gar skips. And possibly listen to S2. S2 makes sense, because that's where you have to do a text adventure in the Lost Lab. They have an LP? Yes. They have a playlist that was posted in this very chat. You seem to be a very multi-talented person. Is it you? Are you complimenting yourself? Oh, it's long. Oh boy. LP has several meanings? Oh, LP is in... Well, yeah, that's what Oh, Let's Play. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought Long Play was also the same. No, it's a record. Okay. He just reached W3.
The world was placed on her shoulders.
Nice.
And if she failed to carry it, it was because no one can carry such a...
I wonder if there's some dialogue options that make these Elohim sections shorter or longer. I have not put in the thought to make that decision.
The way I see it, you should be in
Yeah,
charge now, 1K.
an LP, not to be confused with an EP. And then I think there's like a shorter version called an XP or something.
When you're ready, let us know, and we'll head into the megastructure.
Like an extra play or something? No, EP stands for extended play. Album formats. Oh, is it just EP, LP in a single? Okay. An XP is a thing you put on your government department computer and then never replace it. I mean, you have to understand there's some software that requires XP because nobody has fucking figured out how to get backward support working with it, you know? I get it, okay? I understand.
It's been a long journey.
It's
But
been
soon
a
we'll be able to go home. And this time, we'll bring Athena with us.
better to fund wine development. Ugh. I'm sure someone's managed to perfect most of those softwares to run on wine, but who the fuck is going to try to teach people used to XP Linux? Wouldn't it be funny if someday, in the vast future, for some godforsaken reason, nobody can get Ubuntu working, but WSL still works? Do you have to get a VM of Windows 10 on an experimental mode that lets you have WSL up, just so that you can use Ubuntu? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? I think it'd be funny. They're not there to use XP, they're there to use that specific piece of software. Exactly. Also, here's something to piss you off. I'm going through the center of the tunnel. The VTOL is not. So, Alcatraz has an issue where he's offset to the left. Maybe his left eye is broken. The Ubuntu prophecy. The same time, probably the opposite of what's going to happen. Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that Windows is going to drop out of favor in favor of Linux, but that's what they've been saying for the past 20 years, right? It's only when they start, when those words start coming up, paid subscription, where people start to freak out over it. And rightfully so. Fuck paid OS subscriptions. I understand paying $100 for Windows 10 or whatever. I do not agree with paid subscriptions for something that is kind of necessary to get your computer working.
Do what we can to help you. But I suspect it's up to you now, 1K.
There's an argument that the year of the Linux desktop is most likely going to be in the form of Windows is now in the cloud and you use your browser to use it. Oh, I hate that idea. I hate it. Like, the reason that Windows is my daily driver is because it just tends to be, well, to some extent it tends to be more reliable, and also video jams. So, you know, if everything got moved to the cloud or whatever, then all the video games would be moved to the cloud, and that would suck. That's pretty clean. It's Flapjack! You've ruined my recording! Hey, how's it going? What have you just been playing? I'm curious. What is the thing that's happening? You've done it before, Retro. I swear to God. For Flapjack, you do not go by Retro. I remember one time I was like, I'm gonna record this strategy, and you were in the chat going hee hee pee pee, and I was like, come on, man.
I have the ultimate knowledge, and I'm not.
How's it going? No, 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 please, please, please. No. Oh, that's so cringe. Okay. Bad. Gotta avoid spoilers? Yeah, I mean, we're at the end of the game, so like, if there's something that you don't want to see, probably advise. Oh, they save those now. Okay, that's cool. My greatest fear was failing that jump. I have never done it before, but now I have. This category has ending spoilers. Yes, it does. We have a cutscene at the end. Okay, alright, we did it. Jesus Christmas. That hurts so bad.
The flame must be extinguished.
Was playing a KH2 rando. Hell yeah, dude. Have I been enjoying TP2 runs? Spitefully. They really did a number on my ability to go fast in this game. And pretty much for everyone else, too. Everything's so goddamn long. 3 times safe for next round. That's true. Oh man, yeah, I'm losing like 30 seconds. Anyways, spoilers. My men's when I tell Athena that we want to destroy the machine or whatever. Yay! It's not what I wanted, but it is an improvement. What? Is that the name of the epilogue? I don't remember this. Does the name change? It must, because like... Okay, I'm curious what's gonna happen here, because like... Last run, I embraced progress and went on an LCD trip or whatever. LCD sound system. LSD trip? Whatever. But this time, I'm agreeing with Alcatraz and we have to destroy the machine. Does its title change per ending? I guess it must. Oh, they're gonna Matrix me. Here we go. So, we encounter this cutscene, which is the same every time. Wait, this is not the same. Oh no, this is the same. Okay, no, we're good. I was confused for a hot minute, but we're good. The difference is that Pandora's talking instead of promo. Can you imagine if Sirius said, oh, never mind.
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, today is a monumental day. Today, our last citizen made a choice that embodies all the principles of our city. In doing so, he set a course for New Jerusalem, a course away from the troubles of the past, towards a peaceful future in which our beautiful planet can thrive without interference. A future in which we treasure each other.
Oh, that's right.
And exist in harmony.
I think this is the worst ending. It's very funny. I think it's funny. I don't think it's intended to be funny. You have to use the Somnodrome. You have to use the Somnodrome to get Rand. You don't have to get Byron. I have to go run and put the trash out for tomorrow. Thank you for the luck on the recording. And more runs if there's more. We'll see. It's 9:10. Watch this. Here we go. Engage in elk worship. Sorry. That is only funny to me, I'm sure. Where's the ending cutscene? Oh, we don't get to see it? There's an ending cutscene where we worship Trevor. Well, no, we commemorate him. That's probably more... You're the opposite of Lithris here, exactly. Lithris here, like, has a deep hatred. Just in general. Whereas we're like, I like elk. Anyways,